Hey, Dallin, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Good. If you could just open it up with a statement, recap the game.
Okay, I lost you.
Hey, Dallin, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. If you could just recap the game itself, open it up with a statement, and then we'll have questions for you.
Yeah, I feel like today, it was a tight competition. We knew what we were up against, but I just felt like, we brought it. We didn't bring it all the way. Felt like I could have did better late in the game, but at that point, it's out of my control.
All right. Thank you very much. The first question comes from Tyler.
Hey, Dylan. Tom Martin, Denton here. I know it's kind of been a theme this season, just run support. How do you stay confident on the mound when you're through 6 innings, and maybe the bats aren't working for you guys? How do you stay confident throwing your best stuff out there?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not hitting the ball. My job is to go out there and pitch and give my best, and I feel like I did that today. But pitching is my craft, so I just have to focus on that.
James is next.
Hey Dylan, James Fletcher with the Tuscaloosa News here. Wanted to ask you about just the pitching staff as a whole. You gave 7 innings today. You got deeper with McNary than even Coach Bo had thought. How big has it been for the starters to be able to get deep into these games and save the bullpen on a long week like this?
Yeah, I feel like that is very important for us. We had to save the pen because you never know how long you're gonna do what you're gonna do in Hoover. So I feel like every starter went out there and gave it their best and extended that their outing to help the bullpen. So we have everybody for tomorrow, and when we win tomorrow, hopefully we can save the bullpen tomorrow as well.
James, have another question?
Yeah, Dylan. Uh, just to go off of that, you talked about the future moving forward the rest of this weekend. Are you available either to start or out of the bullpen later this weekend, or is that something that the coaching staff has to decide?
That is something the coaching staff have to decide, but I mean, usually I'm a guy that bounce back really fast, so we'll give it to them.
Do you have any more questions for Dylan? All right. Thank you, sir. I think we got them all. I appreciate your help.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. All right, Dan, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. If you could just open it up with a quick statement, recap the game, and then we'll have questions for you.
I mean, I think today we just ran into a very hot team and a good pitcher, but I think we just got to wipe today clean and focus on tomorrow.
First question comes from James.
Hey Zane, James Fletcher with the Tuscaloosa News here. Wanted to ask you about the pitching staff and how big have they been so far this week, and how important is it to see them have success for you guys to move forward into this tournament further?
Yeah, they've been incredible so far. It's really good to see. I thought Dylan was amazing today. Florida's just a really good hitting team, and if we can keep this pitching up the rest of the tournament, I think it puts us in a good position.
Tyler is next. Do you have any more questions for Zane?
Oh, hey, can you hear me now? I'm sorry. Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
yes, sir.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Okay. My bad, Zane. Tom Martin, the Denton from here. You mentioned kind of wiping this game clean from your mind, focusing on Tennessee for tomorrow morning, and it is an elimination game, do or die game, and you guys just beat them. What's kind of the move right now with the team, just focusing on tomorrow, knowing that this is an elimination game, knowing that you guys got to put your best foot forward early in the game tomorrow?
Yes, sir. I think we're pretty confident. We understand we just ran into a hot team today, but we've been playing pretty well lately, so we just got to wipe today clean, just focus on tomorrow, and we feel pretty confident against Tennessee.
Do you have any more questions? Zane, I think we got them all. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right. Hey, Coach, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. If you could just open it up with a quick recap of the game, and then we'll have questions for you.
Yeah, just first, congratulations to Florida. It's a heck of a team, and I feel like we just kind of ran into a buzzsaw today. Elman, that had to be the best game he's pitched this year. Just, both sides of the plate with velo and life on his fastball and, through his secondary pitches around the zone. And he was really good, and I thought Dylan Smith was every bit as good, for 6 innings, just really matched him. And, it was probably a victim of playing in a tournament. We just played our 6th SEC game in 8 days, and we're not in a position where that's a good thing for us. And, I probably should have gone and got Dylan. I mean, he was up there in the 90s, and I could tell his stuff wasn't sharp and as crisp as it was early, but, we were trying to sneak another inning out of him, but didn't want it to go unsaid that how proud I am of Dylan. I thought he was awesome, and tipping my cap to Elman in Florida.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. The first question comes from Tyler.
Hey, Coach Will. One of the guys who did have his bat hot today, Andrew Pitney, he had 2 hits, and then obviously he's making some great catches out in right field. So what are you seeing from him recently?
I'm really proud of Andrew. He's a guy that was pretty far away when he got to campus a year and a half ago, and he's just the best kid in the world, tremendous worker, and a great athlete. And just kept getting better, and and he still wasn't ready early in the season, and got some opportunity due to some injuries, and made the most of it and played really well for about a 3-week period, and then had the typical first time seeing SEC pitching and got punched in the nose a little bit. Then he didn't play for a little while, and he's continued to work and has been ready for his opportunity that came his way this weekend, and he's done some good things, obviously making some nice catches and got a couple hits today, and it's a really good lesson for young players and in every way, shape, and form, and happy for him to have some success here.
Joey is next.
Hey, Coach. Joey Blackwood here from Manna Central. Despite the loss, Smith was able to go 7 innings. So that's 3 straight games where you guys have had starters go deep and haven't had to, go to your bullpen too often. How important is that heading into a must-win game tomorrow? And, if you guys can pull off a victory, heading into this weekend?
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. It was huge to only use 2 guys today, and I know Jake gave up some hits, but he pounded the strike zone and kept us from having to go get somebody else. So that part was huge, and we've got some good guys that are available to go tomorrow. So we've played Tennessee 4 times, and I think there's been 2 extra inning games, and I think the other 2 may be 1-run games. 2-2 each way. So we've had some great battles with them. Have a lot of respect for their team, and excited to get another shot at them tomorrow.
James is next.
Hey, Coach, James Fletcher from the Tuscaloosa News. You mentioned there about the starters going deep, and what is the outlook for starting pitchers and then also for the bullpen the rest of this weekend if you guys are able to continue playing? Who's available or who maybe is off the table for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, they're all available. I mean, we're fighting for our life, and I think as a coach, early in the season, even in the middle, you got to be careful about pitching guys on back-to-back days or twice in a weekend or extending them. But a lot of these guys get to rest a lot after tomorrow, potentially, if we don't pull out a victory. So we're just kind of taking it a game at a time, and that's what I told JJ today is like, hey, man, and that's his job to map things out and look at every scenario. And we just kind of talked about, hey, if we have to go get Dylan early, we'll do this. If it's late and it's tight, this. If it's late and it's not tight, that. And just kind of taking a day at a time. So you're going to see multiple guys tomorrow, and if we win tomorrow, you'll see multiple guys. I think at this point you kind of just piece it together, 1, 2, 3 inning stints, and everybody's going to have to do their part.
Got Tyler again.
Yeah, Coach Bo, one of the themes with Dylan starts of the year is just the run support. What do you tell him in between innings when he's coming off the mound? Just, hey, stick with it. What do you say about his confidence level, knowing that, hey, even though the offense might be working, might not be working, his stuff is still out is really good.
It's remarkable at how bad we've been offensively when he's pitched. I mean, his stuff and how well he's performed is so far not reflective, in his record, and I hate that for him. But Dylan's a really popular kid on our team. He's just got a really infectious personality and just a really lovable young man. And I think every coach, you talk all the time to your players about control what you can control, and Dylan does that. He just goes out and pitches and tries to put up zeros. That's all he can control. So. I don't ever talk to him about our offense when he's pitching. I just tell him, hey, keep competing, keep fighting, keep doing your part, because that's all any of us can control, and he's been fabulous at that this year.
James?
Yeah, Coach, back to the pitching situation just the rest of this weekend. I know it's always a big deal in the postseason, but is there any chance we see Dylan or maybe even Rossi late in games as a reliever in some kind of high leverage situation, or is that off the table for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, everything's on the table. The only thing I would say is I can't see Dylan pitching again. I mean, I don't even want to say an inning or 2 late on Sunday, but yeah, I mean, nothing's off the table. I mean, we'll just take it day by day, inning by inning. I hope we have to make some tough decisions in a couple days.
Do you have any more questions? Hey, Coach Ball, I think we got them all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.